Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
I just had to go back there and take my sound down on the YouTube side, or else I would have been rebroadcasting. How you doing, everybody? Merry, happy holidays
Hello,
to
Kevin
all
Rose.
out there. Kevin Rose isn't in the house. Joey Brown. We got the Rusty Magnets down here. Over here, we got AU guys over here. And Jericho and Hercules down
Ho,
below.
everybody.
Welcome everybody on the panel and in the chats. We're going to hopefully. I just got finished making. I put it in the plastic bag too because I don't trust these bags. But we got a bag of paydirt to give away with some chips and a couple of stickers in there that we said that we're going to give away tonight. So we'll let you know a little bit more about that
What's
later.
up, 406?
Everybody gets in. 406, how you doing, man? What's happening? So what's going on, everybody? We're sitting over here. We woke up this morning. It was in the 50s, and now it's going down to the. We're getting that Arctic cyclone blast or whatever they're calling it, and we're gonna start getting cold over here. I know you guys are already cold.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
woke up
over
this
by
morning,
me currently, it's the actual temp is -1 and the field -23 because we got a 20-mile-per-hour wind, like blowing at us. Cold.
Damn.
Down here, it's in the -30s.
-4 air temperature with minus
And Jericho's out there sitting in his car.
32.
Yeah, I can hear the wind blowing around out there. I know that we're gonna get gusty winds and a temperature drop. It's gonna go down to, I don't know. I think it was 18 just a little while ago. I see.
Oh, no, it's -26. Sorry, I blew up.
Yeah, that's too cold for me, man.
And then I got a mystery rocks and gems from around the world bag.
Oh, that's nice.
Nothing's cooperating today.
I just got your text there, Chief.
I sent that like 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
Hello, David G.
David G. How you doing, man? Welcome. Yeah, what did I didn't do much today. I was kind of tired. Trying to set up here for today. I was going to
Partying all night or what?
I didn't get to bed till after 1. But warmed up to 3 degrees. 3 degrees up there, huh? Not bad there, 406. Not bad. Is everybody set for the holidays? Everybody done their shopping? Everybody got all their... You didn't start yet?
Jericho, you're slacking.
Everybody's getting rocks and crystals and silver and gold for Christmas in my family.
That's nice.
I told them I'm not buying them anything if it ain't worth something. Well, so they're all going to get a 1-ounce silver. Get some crystals.
It's only going to increase in value over time.
Unlike, like I told my nephew, I said, them toys and stuff, that stuff ain't worth nothing in 3 months. Let's think about something else. Well, he's 20 and he still wants Xbox games and Xbox cards. And I'm like, listen.
What are you going to do? I spoke to my daughter-in-law, and she said that she gave the kids options. Either this stuff goes and the Christmas stuff comes in, or you don't get nothing for Christmas because you got too many toys. And they both cleaned out their They throw them out
stockpiles.
eventually. It just ends up in the garbage can. That's why I bought a set of coins for each of them. So over time they'll get something that at least worth something. They're the year of their birthdays.
Burkle Cerakote did their first live stream. Had a
I was
showing.
asking Charles when they were supposed to do it today. I was looking for it. You said like 11 o'clock. What happened?
We did it. We were live for hours. I posted on the community tab. I did a couple shout outs. I did a video on Instagram, video on TikTok, a little video on the YouTubes for it.
I didn't see it. I went looking. I even went
I
on
didn't
their
get
web.
any notifications for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, we had a Badger Exploration hour in there, and it was pretty exciting.
I didn't see no notifications either.
Yeah.
We were working.
We were dead. We had a free day. My boss was like, "You can do whatever you guys want today." I'm like,
"Oh shoot, you could have came on stream with us and seen how Cerakote was done."
Oh, they did it?
Yep, he was. He made a prison booty pink blade for Miss Honey Badger, and he was showing the steps to that. And man, the chameleon paint on the handle looks amazing. That booty pink blade is pink. I mean, it's pink, neon bright, hot pink.
And that's stuff. If you know, like if you dig with it or something like that, that coating ain't gonna come off.
Nope. He was showing he was scratching it with a utility knife. He was scratching it with a wire brush, and it was on there.
Wow. That's interesting. I got to watch that. I seen when I was looking for the live stream, I went over to his channel and I seen that he had videos on how it's done.
Yeah.
And I figured I'll have to go see that because it's interesting.
Shoot, his stream was set up to where he had links all at the bottom, so you could click any link on the bottom of the screen and it would take you to like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, the website. And it was on the screen. There were hyperlinks. And I thought that was really awesome.
How you doing, man?
It was pretty cool.
Right, Scott Sharp's in the house. How you doing? Nice to see you.
The lamp, she is lit.
Did you see I put out a comment video and the comment video for the 1K, 4K giveaway with instructions?
No, I haven't seen
No, I haven't gotten no notices.
I'm telling you.
I didn't get that notification either. Dude, like,
I just ended up getting what you sent me, and I was gonna have to have you help me walk through that though. Yet.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, you sent it in a text. Yeah, I got it. I didn't look at it though. I got that.
Yeah, it's in the 1K, 4K playlist. The comment video is the live stream where I showed all the stuff. And then in the description, it has all of the
so we got to go to the playlist thing.
The directions. It's also in the community tab too, but it gives you the directions on how to get more spots.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I was told I forgot to add my Cash App and Venmo. I'll fix it.
Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. How you doing?
Scott Sharp.
Well, we haven't been blasted as badly as the weatherman said we were going to get it. We got a lot more snow than they said we were going to get, but we haven't got the really high winds and that. So hopefully that's doesn't
The
happen.
snow ain't over for us yet, I guess.
No. I mean, we've got another, but they were saying it was supposed to get really bad this evening, and it's pretty gentle outside right now. So.
Well, we went through the big change over here today. We woke up, it was like 50 degrees, and now it's down to 18.
Yeah. Yeah. My poor old neighbor there, he's in his 70s. He went out to snow blow the driveway again today because it's blown in. And I was pulling in from the grocery store, and I parked up, and he comes to me. He says, "Jim, I'm sorry." He says, "I can't blow that side at the end on your side." He says, "Because it's coming right back in my face." And I said, don't worry about it. Let it. We're not going anywhere tonight. So I said, let it shit on us today and tonight, and I'll go out and do it in the morning.
Mark Miller, how you doing? Nice to see you.
So I was pretty
Mark.
impressed tonight on my way home. There was a diesel, like a 1-ton pickup that must have gelled up. And I'm like, hey, like, do I pull you home or, help you out, give you a ride or whatever you need? He's like, yeah, it's like a block away from my house. He's like, you think your car can pull it? I said, yeah, let me get my tow straps out. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled him home. The guy gave me $20. He's like, hey, thanks for the tow. I'm like,
Right on.
you don't need to pay me nothing, man. I'm like, happy holidays.
Yeah.
But it's cold. A lot of cars, a lot of diesels and stuff just like freezing up.
Yeah, well, they got summer weight diesel in them still. It's going to happen, right? Yeah.
Yep.
406, I don't have.
That's the other reason why with like a lot of the equipment we use at work, when it gets cold, we stop.
Even those sheds that you see in the video, they're not heated. So I mean, there's no place to keep. Don't worry, man. It goes down. That snowblower will be minus 40. I'll plug it in and push the button, and it'll start every time. That's the good thing about 2-stroke engines.
Even Charlie went to bed early last night. I was surprised.
406 is referring to. I know you got to bust my balls. I put out a short just recently. I don't know if you guys have seen it on my channel. And it was the snow blowing sideways off the roof of my house and onto the shed and onto my truck. It's dark out now, so I can't film anymore. I was going to take a great one out the front window, but my wife's car is parked there, and I didn't think it was a good idea to put my wife's license plate number on out there in front of 15 million viewers on the internet. You know what I mean? And I don't know how to use Studio to blur that out.
I just got a message from Claber. Where are you? Claber said he's going to do a little giveaway action tonight as well.
We'll do some. All we got right now is we'll do some. We'll do a nice little sticker pack tonight.
I got a. Let's see what we got going on over here. I put it in a plastic bag already because I had a couple of encounters where these bags break, so I don't trust them anymore. I got a couple of
Jonathan Brewer's in the house.
I'm throwing in the bag
Blow yourself up. Charlie's over there sleeping at the controls. Oh, yeah, there we go.
All right, I got a couple of stickers.
Man, that's a nice sticker.
And poker chip going out. That's going to be in the bag. I got to put them in the plastic bag over there. And we got
Upstairs, that goes in a
we got a Gold Eagle prospecting bag of holiday paydirt 2022 Gold Eagle. It's signed, and I said I was going to put a half a gram in there. It ended up I put a gram in there, so it's going to be a nice little bag.
One plus.
Ooh, that
That's
sounds like a bonus bag. I want to get in on that.
That's for everybody for the holidays. Everybody's been so nice. There's a lot of new panners out there who I hope somebody gets it who's going to appreciate it. Brand new pan and gold and have a good experience with it. Or
I
anybody
know the
who,
rusty magnets need some.
yeah, some of the other treasure hunters out there. Not only the gold panners. I know there's a lot of them out there, and I'm a crossover. I do a little bit of everything. Hopefully, I'm going to do more this year. I got my metal detectors that I'm going to get going. I spoke to people about getting one fixed. I've been using one, found a few things, and also just the other day, it said on the box, "Do not open till Christmas," but I opened it anyway, and it was a 1100 magnet from Kratos Magnets, and we're gonna go start soon. So that's gonna be, for those of you who don't already know, I'm gonna try and find me a cannonball. That's my goal. And a couple of 45s, maybe a 9mm down there somewhere.
Some of them New York swamp guns.
There's Bobby in the basement.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah, some jerk put up a video of Bobby in the basement mail call and had his address right there on the internet for everybody to see.
Who did I do that?
No, it was me. I didn't have my bifocals on. I thought the box was flipped over when I filmed it. And then when it was on the phone, it's so small, I didn't even notice. And he messaged me, so I took them all down. I got to refilm them, put them back up, do a new and improved Bobby in the basement mail call video for the 1K, 1K, 4K giveaway with no address showing. I couldn't believe I did that. I'm so careful usually.
Jonathan Brewer, how you doing? I see you very, very early in the stream. I'm sorry, I think I forgot to mention, but glad to see you here, man.
Scott Sharp says he's got some artillery shells that you found. I've got some artillery shells. Curiously enough, right here. From our discussion last night.
I won an artillery shell, and I was looking on eBay, and holy sweet Jesus.
That's the last 25-pounder. I don't know if you can read the head stamp on it. That's the last 25-pounder fired in Canada. And it's hard to get to it just right. But my dad was pretty big in the artillery, and they let him fire the final round before they retired all those 25-pounders, which served so well in Korea and the Second World War. And then
Outdoor Wally, how you doing?
There's a 105 shell. I have to sit back to show you that one. And
that one's cool.
Here's the head stamp on that. Turn it up. You can read it right side up. But yeah, it says inert now. They've stamped it inert so that they could give it to him. You see that? Yeah. There's the original numbers, and yeah. So then, Dad had these all over the house. Then when he passed away, my mom asked me to take what I wanted. So and that was my dad's last round. Lieutenant Colonel Bryce, Royal Canadian Artillery, retired in '96, and that was his last round fired. Presented from his regiment. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very heavy.
Awkward silence.
Oh, I was reading. Charlie, do you know Two Steps McGee, the silver artist from Wisconsin?
No, you'll have to send me links.
He's got stage 4 emphysema with 15% lung function.
Wow.
They got him in the hospital.
Wow, that sucks.
Yep, young guy too.
Yeah, it's no fun. That's my dad went from pulmonary fibrosis with his lungs losing capacity, and yeah, it was a hard thing to watch. You know, over time, it getting worse and worse and worse, and he just ran out of air.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hey,
Ajot.
Jot. How you doing, Ajot? Nice to see you here.
I was watching some of AJOT's
AJOT.
with the police videos.
Oh, she's a riot, man. She comes up with some fantastic stuff out there. Besides the real stuff that she comes up with.
Yeah, Jericho, this is what we're going to be giving away tonight here. We're going to be doing...
Ooh, the original Team Hercules sticker.
Hang on a sec here. I'm getting called.
Secure Mining, how you doing, Jim?
Jim, what's up?
Hi, Jim.
Sorry to hear that, AJOT. Danny Dip.
And then, for the grand prize,
Sorry about that, man.
I watched them hang it.
a nail knife letter opener.
Ooh, beard knife.
Yep, from Iron Antler Adventures. It's going to be a little knife for opening envelopes and stuff like that. So
Sure.
It works good at opening coin rolls there,
Oh,
Gold Eagle.
I'm telling you, this thing is like a razor blade, dude.
That's why I got one. They gave me one, and it works great for opening them coin rolls.
Ajot, keep your chin up. My grandpa got he had lung cancer, and they cured him of that, and that was 30 years ago. So he went on to live a good, healthy, long life. I'm sure the technology's better now.
Yeah, they've come a long way. We just went through that. My wife found out a year and a half ago that she had leukemia, and
Yeah.
went through the whole battle with everything like that. And she come out on the other side really doing well. We're happy to hear that. You know, everything is running well with her. So you got to keep your chin up, and you gotta hang in there because they've come a long way.
Stay positive, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa flew 62 missions before in World War II. He was a bomber command, so he stood a 1 in 3 chance of coming home every time he went. And he flew it 62 times. The Germans couldn't kill him. Cancer didn't kill him, and finally old age did. So, yeah, there's tough people out there.
So for the giveaway, when we get ready to run that, I don't know when Joe's planning on running that though. We'll give those person whose name come in it to claim their prize if they don't, because some people come in, some people leave.
Yeah, what we
Uh,
were planning on doing.
Claim their prize. If they don't, then we'll rerun it.
Yeah, well, you could tell them, Charlie. As long as you put something in the chat, you're going to be entered in the drawing. But you got to be here in order to collect it. So I'm not gonna hold you here till the last minute. But
Yeah, pretty much everybody that's chatting in chat is in. So that's all I'm gonna say. Everybody that's chatting is in.
but
Now, if I win, can I pick who I give it to out of the names in chat?
If you want to pass, if you
Yeah.
win, if anybody wins and needs to pass it forward, we'll just change the address on the mail on the where it goes. Whatever you want to do, it's your prize. In fact, let me get I want to get my pens and pencils all ready for that. So you guys, I just sent out Clayton. Yours. They said might get there by tomorrow, but I doubt it with the mail.
Like I said too, once we get ours from you, we'll send you out a nice little sticker pack. We got a little extra things for you. We're gonna send out too for you.
Look, guys, Mrs. Rock Butcher.
Hi.
She just smacked me. Didn't realize she was on camera. Everybody says,
I miss Rock Butcher.
what?
Jim.
Why are you doing that?
I didn't do that.
Jesus. Oh my God.
There you go. Love is in the air, guys. There's that spice that keeps us going every day.
You're an asshole.
That was you. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
Jericho, you see,
Tell her don't worry about it. We've seen her in a Halloween costume.
That's right. Yeah, don't worry about it. They say they see you in your Halloween costume. So this is much better.
Oh my
hey Jericho,
God.
Jen's in here.
Woo woo. Hey, Jen. Is she
Jen
in
said
chat?
hi, she's in there. She said hi, everyone.
Oh,
The Jen Show.
Yeah, that's the other half of the Rusty Magnets. The better half, obviously, than this. So
Yeah.
she's the one that finds all the cool stuff on our channel.
Hi, Jen.
She's the
Oh,
brains, and he's the
I'm the camera guy.
cameraman.
Oh, I see. All right, that's cool. And we got coming out swinging, metal detecting in the house.
Bobby's what just happened? I missed it. Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Well,
Bobby.
rewind. Jim got slapped.
Yeah.
It was funny. Domestic in Canada. Domestic.
That's right. Yeah, I've been spousally abused.
So I put up a joke, and nobody liked my joke.
Where's your joke?
What's a pirate say when he walks into a museum? Ooh, look at all that art.
That's like
That's a dad
right,
joke.
I'll give it a
I can't
second
take you.
grade.
That's
I
a
can't
dad
take you
joke.
seriously sometimes, Jericho.
Yeah.
The comments I got on Instagram were, "Are you serious? What the
Yeah,
hell is
no,
wrong
imagine-
with you?"
Rusty,
That's right up there with
Rusty.
why don't-
Now imagine running around with Jericho in North Carolina on St. Patty's Day.
Wow.
We were
I bet
we were
that
doing
happened
some
all
fun
the time.
stuff.
Oh, I bet.
We were both dressed up as leprechauns, running around a gold shop.
There have to be Lucky Charms.
It was fun.
It's funny because I'm 6'2", and I'm dressed up like a leprechaun.
You're not one of the little people,
Where's
are
me
you?
gold?
If you're one of the little people, I'd hate to see the big folk.
He's a wee little man. Oh my gosh, Jen had to bring that up right away too. Jen said Clay has a Lucky Charm tattoo. So, funny story about tattoos. Since we were talking about them last night, I had a buddy of mine do mine in the house, and it was supposed to be a magnet, and turned out looking like a Lucky Charm.
It does look like a Lucky Charm or rainbow.
It's supposed to be a magnet though, and it
I don't
looks
know,
like
it looks like a magnet.
it looks
I don't
like
know.
a-
I've never eaten Lucky Charm cereal, so I wouldn't know. But
Oh, it got so bad. It blew out, and it was just a whole mess. Never will I get another home tattoo unless it's from somebody that's maybe has done them a few other times. Then we can talk. But
what did the traffic? Jot, for 1 second there, I saw stop looking. I'm changing, and I was like, "What are we missing?" And then I looked up and I saw what did the traffic light say to the other traffic light? Okay,
That's a good one.
That's good.
Let's just that with that.
Why do you always knock
Yeah,
on
it's
the
so.
door?
I don't know.
Because salad might be dressing.
Oh,
Ooh.
406 Miners said, "What's the hardest part about dating a blind woman? Matching her husband's voice."
Wow. Oh my God. That's yeah, okay, let's just move on.
Joe, I think I might be backstage or down in YouTube land. I think it's too cold for me to be out here tonight.
You know why zombies don't eat clowns, don't you? Because they
They
taste,
taste
funny.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they taste
So
funny.
my mom calls me today. She says, "I need some help changing a light bulb." And she's like, "Aren't there blonde jokes about that?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "How many blondes does it take to change a light bulb?" She looks at, or she's like, "What?" I said, "Exactly. We're still trying to figure out how many it takes." She didn't like that too much. She hung up on me.
Yeah. None. They
What was
just
it,
call their son to get him to do it for them. The weather up here, we're supposed to have a blizzard, but it hasn't showed up yet.
I'm sitting with 26 below right now.
We're seeing minus 14, but that doesn't include wind chill. Blizzard warning is what they're saying. I don't have my phone. My phone's more accurate than this stupid computer. It goes to a different channel.
Yeah, I'm a little bit warmer than Jericho right now. I'm sitting at negative 20.
Regent Labs in the house.
Régent, comment ça va?
What's up, Reg?
Jonathan Brewer was struggling in the lag land. He was 10 seconds
You
behind.
speak French too?
I do.
He speaks a lot of French. Look at that. Is that a nugget?
Looks like a rock. It's not focused.
Specimen, it looks
Oh,
like.
that's a specimen. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Gold right in the center.
Maybe. Is that gold right in the center? It's still not focused. There we go. Now it's focused, but it's too
Ooh,
far.
look at that.
Yeah, that's one of them.
It's the light you got on it. The light's so bright. It's
Yeah.
kind of.
Wow.
It's a
Now, if
big
you only
cone.
had a microscope to put that under and throw that up on the screen.
I can't do. I'd have to make it as another camera, but I'm running it through. I can't do it unless I just show it.
Oh, you can't share the screen on your computer?
I don't think so.
If you go to Bad Idea Lab, had a video he put out today with it was a bit of a mail call, and then he was talking about the that gold panning kit that he bought from your link there, Jericho.
Yeah.
And he bought a magnifier, a binocular magnifier, or whatever. But it actually comes with a viewing screen and a USB port, so you can export video. And I think it's designed for looking at coins, actually. But looking at the magnification at it, he said it was $60. It was really impressive. I'm thinking of buying one myself if it's only $60.
So the Jen Show put the best joke out there. Did you see it?
Why did the one-legged man get a prosthetic leg for Christmas? It was a stocking stuffer. So if people don't know a whole lot about my other half, my wife, Jen, she is actually a below-the-knee amputee. So I guess. Jeez.
Yep. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, Joe, my sausages are frozen.
What's that?
My sausages are frozen. I'm gonna watch from the inside on the YouTubes.
Oh, all right. Let's see. We got 25 entries there. Is that what that says?
Yep.
Yep, 21 in the house. So 4 people will be
I am the
sad.
window right now.
What do you think? You want to give them a little time? We're only
Gonna get ready to draw
36
this.
or
we're only
Doesn't it times out, eh? There's
yeah, time's out.
Yeah, but I'm only able to stay until 7 o'clock
Oh,
my time,
we need to
which
do a
would be
drawing.
8 o'clock your time, Joe.
yeah. All right.
Yeah,
If
24 minutes.
all
let
right.
it rip.
Which one you want to do first? Who's going to give away what first?
Clayburt's first.
Let's go with our sticker pack.
All right. This will
All
be.
right, this is for the sticker pack.
Yeah, we'll run multiple drawings here.
You ready to go?
Yeah, let her
Somebody
rip.
type go. I see it go on YouTube. It said go.
I just went over there to do it. Joe. Oh, Joey Brown.
Joey Brown. Joey Brown, you still in here? I see a LOL about 2 minutes ago. Oh yeah, Joey Brown's still in here.
Okay.
Woohoo! Joey Brown's a winner.
Joey Brown, if you are in here, what I need you to do is I need you to, if you have Facebook, please head over to the Rusty Magnets Facebook page. Shoot me a message with your, obviously with your name and your address on there, and we'll get that out to you.
I hope he's still here. Is he still here?
Yeah, he commented.
Oh,
He said woo woo.
Good. Good.
Nice.
Yeah, you're still here.
I'll stay outside until the giveaways are done because the wife will kill me if I yell
Oh
woohoo.
my gosh.
See what
Jed's
Jen's,
killing me with these jokes.
what does a one-legged man call karate? Martial arts.
Why's it got to be a man? Why can't it be a lady?
Right, Jen? You hear that? Why does it got to be
What about a one-legged person? Ooh.
Yeah,
Let's
if
get
it
politically correct up in this
yeah,
mother lover.
if it was Justin Trudeau, it would be a one-legged person.
incognito metal detecting? Well, hello. Bad Idea Lab, hello.
And I got to watch a Bad Idea Lab video and do a Bad Idea Lab mail call.
I got 2 venison hearts sitting in that
Oh,
freezer from
I
this
don't
year.
even want to hear it.
I'm thinking of pickling them and making them, turning them into hams, rolling them up.
Grandma Kelly.
You don't want to hear it.
Gra-
I'll bring you some, Jericho.
Grandma Kelly.
Grandma Kelly, how you doing?
So what are we drawing next for, Joe?
Oh, Grandma Kelly's here. Did you get your camera unthawed? We were watching 406 and I were in there watching her.
Oh, Grandma Kelly.
Yeah, she was magnet and she had a drag thing attached to it as well. Through the ice, for crying out loud. And then finally her picture froze up. We didn't get any more video or audio out of her. And yeah.
Grandma Kelly's doing this awesome diet thing. She wants you to see less of her. She's starting to eat healthy, eat right, and she already gets a lot of movement in, but she's going to start a thing this spring with the movement. Can't remember the exact name of it, but it sounded pretty cool.
I figured it was something like that, Kelly. It was just cold. Yeah, Bad Idea was over there as well.
So what are we drawing for next, Joe?
Bad Idea. Did you send me those pictures?
Well,
Jericho, you want to do yours?
A crystal and rock bag.
A crystal and rock bag.
No.
And some crystalline silver, like a little treasure bag, I guess you'd call it. Some crystals and rocks and gemstones from around the world.
I have some of those.
All right, so we're getting ready to draw this again.
let everybody know in chat because a few new people came in. Grandma Kelly, everybody's randomly entered. As long as you wrote in chat, you're entered, and we're going to give away crystal gem bag from Jericho right now. So everybody is entered. No problems.
Well, that was quick, or did it freeze? Oh, it froze.
It froze.
I was like, well, dang, bam. Novice Star Stacker.
There we go.
All right.
All right, Novice Star Stacker.
It's all good. Bad idea. Whenever you're ready. No rush.
Is Novice Star Stacker still in the house?
Star Stacker. Type yeehaw or something like that in the chat.
All right, Joey Brown just messaged me, so I got your message, man. I will get that sticker pack out to you. We got some other stuff we're going to add in there for you as well. So, congratulations on your win too. And Nova Star. No, how the hell do you say that?
Novice Star Stacker.
Novice.
So we got 30 seconds. I ain't seen him yet.
There he is. Oh, no.
Where?
I thought, hold on.
20 seconds.
That was a stipulation we put in. You got to be here. You got to be here to win it. So
5 seconds.
I'm scrolling way back in the chat. I'm not seeing him at all.
I believe Novice Star Stacker was one of the early to come in and early to go. Well, it's 1 minute is up.
There you go.
I
All
watched
All
that
right,
clock.
we'll redraw that.
all right,
We roll.
do that.
Nebo Gold's Adventures in the house. How's it going? I'm going to call you Monday or Tuesday, Nebo.
Rocky Mountain
Rocky
Life.
Mountain Life Prospecting.
You got me all excited there for a second when it froze on me.
All right, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. You know how to get a hold of me. You got my phone number, my email, you got all that info. Are you still in here, RMLP?
Hey, Saxon.
Ooh, did RMLP dip out? I know he's a busy man.
Dun, 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 dun,
You got to put a timer on.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, he could be down in
I think Jericho's on the timer.
Yeah, he's got 30 seconds.
Come on, Rocky Mountain Life. Type something in chat, buddy.
20.
I say we give it to the guy who came before Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting on the thing.
10. 5. 3, 2, 1.
Oh man! And there's 25 people still in the house, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to rerun it again.
There
I'm
it is.
Jackson. All right. I haven't seen him for a minute either.
He'll have something to do while he's not changing oil filters and shit like that.
Oh, there he is. He's back high all right after.
Yeah.
I'm Jackson.
Neat. There he is.
There he is.
Congratulations. I'm pretty sure you have all my stuff already to contact me, but he was one of the first people to ever win on my channel. Yeah, so it's a crystal and gem bag from around the world. There's some what was that? Peacock ore. That's what it's called, right? Peacock ore.
Yeah, it's bornite is the correct word for it. But
There's some bornite in there. Now I can add dirt or not add dirt because it's all the rocks and gems and crystals are clean. So I'm Zaxxon. Yep, I'm Zaxxon. I threw my email in there, but you already got it. Do you want dirt added to it so you can wash the rocks yourself, or you just want me to leave them clean in a nice bag? A nice big giant quartz spear type looking deal.
If you got a big quartz piece, I would wrap that up in Kleenex or something so it doesn't abrade against the other stuff while it's being shipped. Because it's going to wear out the softer minerals.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I don't put gold in with other weird stuff. I only do pay dirt bags with pay dirt. They're clean, so you'll get a nice collection of random weird stuff from around the world stones. It's a lot of colorful gemstones. You might be able to cut some of them. If I find a sapphire rock in Kevin stuff, I'll include a little Montana sapphire if I can figure out which ones are the Montana sapphires. But there will be some crystalline silver in a little vial in there. Just so you know there, eh?
Hey,
All right, now we're on to the grand prize. This is the one I want to win so I can give it away because I know there's a lady in chat that really wants a bag of pay dirt. She's never got the pan yet. She's dying to learn the pan. She's got a river sluice and a pan, and they haven't even started yet. She wants to learn while it's winter in the house where it's warm. I'm talking about the Jen show.
You guys just got to let me know when I have to click the button.
Yep, she says me.
Literally, we
go
hit
ahead there, Chuck.
let her rip, Charlie.
Let her rip.
So if I win, I'm paying it forward to the Jen show. Oh, Asakura Mining.
Oh,
There you go. Congrats, Jim.
All right, Jim. You want to take it and pan it out, or are you going to pay it forward?
Come on, lucky horseshoe. Yeah, your horseshoe's not working today, Bobby. It must have got turned around backwards.
my horseshoe ain't working either.
Oh, I haven't seen Asakura comment though.
He's around somewhere.
We're at 45 seconds.
There he is.
Here we go. Oh, wow, I never win. All right, Asakura, do you want to keep it? There he goes. I seen him.
Let me make sure. I believe I got his information.
Pay it forward to Jen. All right, Jen show. Asakura Mining, you're an awesome fella. I'm going to send you a 1 ounce silver round there, Asakura, for paying it forward to Jen. That's awesome.
Shut the front door.
This made
All
her
right.
night. She's not going to stop talking about this now all night. She's going to be, oh, here she comes. Oh my gosh, she's running. She's running.
Won't
Shut
she
the
be
front
hobbling?
door. Are you
got
serious?
You got a new
Yep.
friend, Ashakura Mining. He just paid it
Aw.
forward to you.
Thank you.
So I'll send you a prospector around Asakura Mining. You got my email already, but I just threw it in there. So you get an old Eagle sticker, poker chip, and a 1+ gram of pay dirt. So now you're gonna have to get a digital scale so you can make sure you got all the gold.
Oh, I already have a digital scale.
All right.
That's
Yes,
another
we
thing
will
I gotta
both
buy.
definitely subscribe to
Oh,
Asakura
yeah.
Mining
I
for
will
sure.
definitely get on there to everybody that's on the chat. Yay.
Nice.
And it says the holidays. Happy holidays 2022. That's a good bag.
That's awesome.
See, after you pan it out, you keep the bag in a scrapbook. That's what I got. That's a little scrapbook thing.
Yay. Thank you. Well, we'll have
You're
to
very
send him
welcome.
stickers.
Yeah, we definitely.
So what,
Uh,
Asakura, you're going to have to send us your email stuff so we can send you stickers.
I'll send it to you. I got his email.
Send it to me. Send me an email. And we'll get his information. We'll send him a nice little.
Well, not his email, his address. I
Or
mean.
yeah, to send us an
I'm
address.
flustered. I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna send this to the same address I have for you, right, Clayton?
Yep.
Yeah.
Except I'll put the Jen show.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right, I dropped his link for you, Jen, so you can get on your phone and click. Oh, you can't. You're not a mod. I'll send you his link in a message right now. Bam.
I could make him a mod. Hold on.
Too funny.
Who's not a mod?
Jen.
Probably me.
Jen.
My phone's in the bedroom.
The Jen Show.
The
I'm
Jen
looking
Show.
Hashtag the Jen Show.
Yeah.
You're like squish me in the corner. Do you just want to sit down for a second?
And my phone's in the other room.
That's fine. Just let it play.
All right.
Somebody needs 7 subs. Who needs 7 subs?
For Sheila needs.
For Asakura?
Let me go on. Let me see who's over here.
Look at your YouTube.
No, I haven't.
How many subs do you got?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I have subs,
I don't know.
but people are subbing to me. I don't have a
I
channel.
was gonna say I hope not.
It's just stuff that I look at.
But you could make a channel of just the Jen Show, the blooper reel for the Rusty Magnets, talking crap about Claybird's goofiness.
I've told her
Oh, I
about
could
that.
put plenty of videos on there.
You
of
have.
that.
You
I
have
know,
something. You have
Like that time he slipped and fell in the water, was going to push the kayaks in, slipped and fell in the mud.
I have videos of him slipping and falling in the bathroom
Oh
and
my-
just laying there because he wanted to try to throw water at me, and then he fell into it
Oh,
and then
jeez.
just laid there and pissed and moaned for an hour.
He hit his funny bone and busted his butt.
Oh, dude, I fell so hard. It was not pleasant. She's like, "What's wrong?" Well, you see what happened was
Clay, you
it
blushing?
didn't work the way I wanted it to. You got 11 subs.
Oh,
I was right there.
that's Yassine.
That's Yassine?
That's Yassine.
Oh my god.
You don't even know what the kids look like?
Apparently not.
That's how. No, that's a funny video.
Oh. Jeez. I'm telling you, Jen. Sometimes I wonder about you.
Have you ever seen the Panner statue like that, Rock Butcher?
No.
It's a 1974 Franklin Mint.
That's this
Oh,
guy.
see, I like yours too. Yours is
not,
awesome too.
He's not looking very happy.
Oh boy.
This one's holding a nugget in his hand.
That's why I put lots of real nice stuff in his pan to make him a little happier.
The reason why he's not so happy is because he sees the gold that comes from Wisconsin.
Yeah. Do you got good glasses, Jen? You might need to get bifocals when you start paying in the Wisconsin creeks.
No, I'm pretty good. I got that eagle eye. I see things that he doesn't see.
Oh my gosh. We were out magna fishing one day. Did you ever see that ring that she found as a surface find when we were out magna fishing?
Yeah, I think so.
It was like a $900 ring.
She
I've seen it
thought-
over the bridge and into the water.
She thought it was a pull tab, like an old beer pull tab. So she sent this kid that was there watching us magna fish. She sent him down to the water,
I'll go down. I'll get
To
that
get it.
phone to get the
and come to find out, it was a barrel cut garnet.
Euro Cup garnet with diamonds and 10 karat gold.
It's 10 karat gold ring with diamonds and a barrel cut garnet.
Wow.
And she saw it, but she ended up. The kid was just talking about this game with her, how much he wanted this game and stuff like that. So it probably wasn't the best thing for Jen to do, but she went to the jewelry store and just sold the ring
Sold
to
it
him.
for scrap because I didn't go down into the water and get it. I probably would have face planted into the water. He went down in there and he wanted that game, so it
She
is
gave
what
him-
it
Take
is.
care, Jonathan. Thanks.
That gives me an idea for another project. What's
Yeah, I
your
gave
other
out a
project?
whole bunch of wrenches there, Jonathan.
Let's see, I'll find it.
Reg, you going to start making little prospector statues?
That would be awesome. But yeah, after the cigarette, my giblets are frozen.
Yeah, and I gotta start getting ready for things I gotta do. So
If you turn the key
I
in
gotta
the
head out.
ignition, the engine will warm up and you can actually warm the car up.
You remember how much gas I had last night when we were doing it? How many miles left I had? It was 66. It's down to 21.
Well, you've got, there's a gas station around the corner. There you go.
about a block away.
Oh wow.
That's the ring I found. It was a big
It's a
a
man's
big
ring.
ring, so it's got the 10-carat stamp on it,
Yeah.
and so that's a previously owned one of what it looked like, $409
Wow.
for previously
Nice.
owned. But yeah, so I didn't get a whole lot, obviously turning it in for scrap, but because myself wasn't going to go down in the, I mean, it wasn't very far into the water, but if I would have even attempted it, I probably would have been the one to slide and then like face plant into the water. I was like, hey, buddy, want to go down and see what that is? Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, I gave him half of the money, which was, I think we got all of like $128
Yeah.
for scrap for it.
But still not bad.
Well, no, I mean, and you know, I've had people like, well, why didn't you sell it on Facebook? I don't have months and extra cash to give this kid $60 for a game or $20 for a game to
Yeah.
go down into the water and be my little fetcher. So yeah, I just went and did it because what, you know, I don't have months to sit and wait and hold on to
Sure.
this ring either. So I mean, it is what it is.
It's frozen.
So yeah.
But I'm gonna head out, Joe.
All right, Charlie.
All right, Charlie. Thanks a lot for the help. I appreciate
Hey
it.
guys,
Later, Charlie. Nice seeing you again, bud.
not a problem.
Hey,
Have a
Christmas.
good night there.
Merry Christmas,
Yep.
Charlie.
It's cold.
Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out.
Yeah, Chuckles, smash that like button.
I did.
Oh,
So
poof.
so
He
my
did, he
youngest
disappeared.
daughter is quite the baker, and she had it in her head she was going to make a cheesecake for Christmas. You know,
Ooh, I like cheese.
and I love cheese. And she, for a 12-year-old girl, boy, let me tell you, she makes a pretty awesome cheesecake. She's made about 5 of them now, and but the stuff you need to buy in order to make a cheesecake, it's quite expensive, you know.
Yeah.
And so at any rate, she said, oh, so we were sitting down this afternoon and we are going through, flyers for the stores and seeing what was on sale where and everything. And I was going to head out because I don't want my wife driving in her Volkswagen in weather like this. So I said, I'll go do the shopping. Don't worry about it. And let's just make a list so I can go. And as we're looking through the flyers, there's cheesecakes on sale for $7.99. Frozen cheese. And I'm like, you can't buy 2 blocks of cream cheese for $7.99. You know, like, and her recipe takes 5. You know, it's like this is nuts. So we're like, okay, we'll scratch all this stuff off the list, and we'll just buy one of those, right? Because I mean, how much cheesecake you gonna eat? We take now, granted, it's smaller than the one she was gonna make, but heck, you each get a nice slice, and then you're good. You know, and that's it. And
It just doesn't taste as good though.
with the money we
Keep up the
saved,
adventures. How you doing?
with the money we saved from that, I bought a prime rib roast, which is also on sale. So I bought a $40 prime rib roast, and it's like, okay, so we're gonna have prime rib for Christmas Day.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll probably do it on the barbecue in the backyard, unless it's not minus 20. Oh man, you do them on the Weber pot like that, and you split the coals to either side, and you just set it in the middle with a drip tray underneath it. Oh my God, is that? They are.
All right,
so
ladies
good.
and gentlemen. The Yukon Cornelia says it's time to go in where there's warmth.
I thought you went in already.
I was waiting for the giveaways in case I won, so I could do the woo-hoo and then give it to Jen.
Oh.
He said he was going to wait for the giveaways, and then when he won, he was going to give it to you.
Oh yeah, yeah, I seen that earlier when he posted.
T-Reps in the house.
What's up, T-Rep?
Driving to ask for a.
I know, I got to subscribe too. I mean,
All right. Oscar
Okay,
or Jim, you got my email.
You going in the house
Russ-
and you're going to come back on, or you?
I'll be on the YouTubes. I'll be in the chat.
Later, Jericho.
Roger.
Later.
Talk to you later.
If I talk, my wife can't sleep. See, that's the thing.
You
So
put-
I gotta be quiet. I
Scott
gotta be a
Sharp
good boy.
says he
Yeah,
just
what's
bought a
Jen's
Yukon
channel?
today.
I don't have a channel.
I hope it came with a really, really big gas card because those things
Rusty
suck.
Magnus?
So Asakura asked,
Asakura.
excuse me, Mining asked, "What's Jen's channel?" They missed it. Jen's channel is right here. This is our channel as together, but she just had to create a what was it? Trying to eat my finger,
Rusty Magnus.
but she just did that so because everyone calls her the Jen Show, like they're like hashtag the Jen Show, because literally she finds
I make the
the
whole
cool
channel
stuff,
the
like,
show.
the stuff that we have found. Like you guys were all like we talked about this. Some of the stuff that we found is just ridiculous, and she's the one that finds half of the stuff.
That's
So
neat.
it's fair to say that the YouTube channel, her YouTube channel's name is right here.
No, it's
We'll give her that.
The Rusty
You have
Magnets.
a YouTube account. You have a YouTube channel. Oh,
Yeah, you do.
I don't know what Clay's pointing at. He's pointing off into
just the
space.
Jen Show, but I
yeah,
don't
he's-
post
Like
any.
he's pointing over here somewhere.
Can we touch fingers?
no.
Ah,
Ow, my
There.
fingers.
Right there.
Go the other way.
It's
Go
right
the
there.
other way. Now go down. That's where
There it is, right
That's
there.
where you're
yes.
pointing.
That's the spot.
yeah, I do
Good.
have an account, but I
Wow.
don't post anything on mine. That's what mine is. The Jen Show 2.
No, this is your YouTube channel right there.
Oh, hashtag the Jen
Yeah,
Show.
someone dropped your link in here earlier.
I don't post anything
I
on
know.
mine.
Let's see if I can find it. That's why I pulled it up earlier. So, what's new with you guys?
Jonathan, you just he says now I'm a minute behind. What the heck? It's sometimes that happens with your internet connectivity. All you got to do is get your mouse over the screen so that it brings up the the pause and the skip forward and the mute button and that your volume button, and you should see it says live. And if the little dot next to the live to the left of it is gray, just click where it says live and it'll bring you forward to right now.
Past it.
I shouldn't have.
Bobby, did it arrive today? No, nothing arrived here today, Bobby.
Yeah, you did.
Do you have a tracking number for it?
I'll be right back, okay? Give me a second.
Because Doug Odette sent me something on the 14th, and it just got into Toronto
Oh, no.
on yesterday, the 22nd. So I think things are just really slow given the season, you know.
Square said Rusty and Jen.
Rusty and Jen.
It's actually Jen and Rusty, but we'll take that. We'll have to get some stickers out to him too.
Yeah, whoever wants stickers from us needs to hit this guy up on
Yeah.
the Facebook,
Yeah.
and then I mail them.
Rock Butcher, he still hasn't gotten ours, and when we send these out now,
We'll send.
we
him.
had the other one out. We had the envelope already made up.
Okay.
So he emailed me because we sent one out to him a while back.
You should ask for tracking on it. I don't think tracking costs you any extra.
Okay, yeah, we will.
But ask for tracking on it because I know like Jericho sent me a couple of packages with like poker chips and stuff like that in there, and they just never ever arrived. And if I have a tracking number, I could at least chase it down and say, hey, WTF, like why haven't they been notified or why haven't I been notified?
Right.
Right?
And that goes for anybody that's still in here too. If anybody wants stickers from us, we got plenty of stickers feel free to send me a message on the Facebook, the Rusty Magnets Facebook page. Send me a message over there, and we get stickers out. We've sent stickers all literally throughout the whole entire world already, and it's totally fine. Just let us know. We got a couple different ones. We have like the originals. We have like the magnets,
colors.
the Magnets and Healthy Minds ones, which was the event that we did last year. We have the colored ones. We have our square ones, our round ones. So just let us know if you want some stickers. We can definitely get you guys taken care of.
Yeah, I know on the receipt from the post office, there's always a tracking number, so I'll have to send it to you.
Well, if you want to get a tracking number, it's going to cost like $10.
No.
If you just send it, I send it like I sent you guys the some stickers and the poker chips. I sent that as a large letter. In fact, it goes this size letter, and it cost me $1.44.
What? I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I save all my receipts and scan them, and I get gift cards for them. So I have like all of my receipts. They are logged. So I'm gonna look back on one of them and see. I'm pretty sure that there is.
I don't know what the USPS is like, but I know Canada Post, they just say, hey, do you want a tracking number? And I say, sure. And it doesn't cost me anything extra. So.
Jonathan Brewer. Yeah. Jonathan Brewer, hit me up on the Rusty Magnets Facebook page. Send me your name and address, and we can get you taken care of.
Sounds great there, Reg.
Yeah, so there's like a tracking number here. It says your tracking number. Yeah, it comes with all my stuff on the receipts, and you don't have to pay for it. First class mail. And then there's automatically, it says text your tracking number to blah blah blah. And then it will show you whatever.
Yeah.
Is that a package or is it a letter?
It's in a letter too. Anything that I take there, because I don't just put regular stamps on it. I don't buy stamps, so I just take everything all at once, and then they'll weigh it or stick it through the little slot thing, and then they'll just print the postage and put it on.
How much was it to send that letter?
I think it was like $1.04.
With the tracking. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that.
I got this one. That one there was a package. I've got a whole bunch of them.
Hey, Gold Eagle, what are you doing on Tuesday night around 7 p.m. our time?
Yes.
Probably nothing.
Would you like to be a guest on our live again?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Anybody that's on this chat tonight with this gentleman over here, this guy.
No, the other way.
Yeah, if anybody, Jen and I have our live every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's called Kicking It with Rusty. And if anybody wants to be a guest on our live, come in and join it. We're always talking about some sort of shenanigans on our live. We had a pretty good live last week, actually.
Yeah. I'm getting milk in my mustache. I got the munchies, I guess, but I got a thing of Chips Ahoy Oreo cookies. Well, not Oreo cookies, Chippy cookies. And I've been eating them, and that's where I just went. I just went up to get a glass of milk. I can't have the cookies without the milk.
She likes that.
The Oreos. Oh.
She likes Oreos and milk. She'll be like, hey, she'll wake me up. She'll be like,
I need Oreos.
Oreos and milk. You realize it's 3:00 in the morning?
I don't care. Do it now.
Yeah, I feel like Santa Claus with the cookies and milk.
I know.
And the thing hit me in the side of the head. Yeah.
The balls.
Well, I think I would rather be woken up to, hey, can you get me some Oreos and milk, as opposed to waking up to a vacuum cleaner vacuuming crumbs out of the bed at 3 o'clock in the morning because he decided to
I
eat.
spilled bag of chips.
No, it was ramen, dry ramen that he was eating as a snack,
Oh
and then
no!
spilled it, or granola bars like the previous week and the chocolate chips that were in it. I wake up the next morning and I've got chocolate melted to my entire side, and I says, "Did you shit the bed?"
Oh,
And he says, he scoops it off of his chest. "Oh no, that's granola bars." I said, "I just changed the sheets last night before bed, and now it looks like somebody had diarrhea. So what happened?" "Well, the whole box of granola bars is now gone," he says.
I
Son of a bitch.
don't know, man.
Why
Eating
can't
in
have
bed,
nice
eating
things?
in bed is just wrong.
that looks guilty as if I ever seen it.
That's it. Don't look at my eyes. Yeah.
Yes.
And I do have the video of him vacuuming the bed at 3 in the morning,
Oh my god.
waking me up like, what in the hell is happening here? We're just
There used to be a joke like you'd see a real pretty girl and you say, "I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers in it." Don't eat it.
Bad idea. Like I said, oh well, look, the Jericho popped my going live cherry still waiting on the flowers. So we used to say that on our channel with people that'd be the first time on our live and stuff. We're
Yeah.
like, I got your cherry.
Yeah.
That's it.
We had a lot of
That's it.
people from the UK were coming on our live and stuff like that. And they never went on lives before. So I'm like, got your cherry.
That's it.
Clay never sends flowers.
No. It's more of a Thanks.
Jericho's he's
One night stand.
thanks, you're done.
Jericho's not romantic in the least. Bad idea, lab. You're not going to get those flowers. Don't wait for him. Yeah. Oh. Too funny. It's cold down here, man.
It's cool too. We got the,
I'm looking for.
Gonna have to buy
so
a
what do you guys
space
got?
policeman or
What do you guys got big plans for Christmas?
No.
Not really.
Things have been so tough up here. My whole family, we all, even because normally there's 4 of us kids in my family, and we send gifts around to all the other, nieces and nephews and stuff like that. The 4 of us got talking. We're like, you know what? Let's just skip that whole thing this year. We'll soldier on. So, yeah, it's gonna be pretty quiet.
Your mom's coming tomorrow. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Woohoo.
so I'll put it underneath my chair. That's what I should do because it's hot as hell. Yayo! I almost burnt myself. It's hot as hell on the top. I should just set that under my chair.
There you go.
That thing was so cool. That was cool last night actually when we were talking, learning about that lamp, the miner's lamp. That was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
I never knew what that was and what the purpose of that was for, and it's really cool.
Yeah, and we still use them today.
Wow.
So, yeah, they've been around for over 100 years.
Yeah, it's really cold down here tonight.
You want me to grab your jacket?
Yeah.
Your sweatshirt?
Good night there, Lewis Outdoors. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
If I don't see you.
I got this jacket here. I should flash their name on the screen there. So we never did bother hiring them, but it's kind of a funny story. We had to do a big job up at this mine site I worked at year before last, and it involved welding. It involved moving stuff around. So you're talking about bobcats, excavators, bulldozers, but a lot of welding, a lot of fabrication work and stuff like that had to go into it. And so we put out tenders, and this one group called up and said, "Hey, can we come up and take a look at the site?" Which is usually the indication of a pretty smart group, because before they tender, if they actually put feet on the ground, then they're putting thought into, how much time they're going to have to spend and whatever. And there's these two guys showed up. So me and one of the young geologists drove out. We brought them to the site. They brought their truck. And while this other geologist and I and the senior guy were talking, the younger guy that he brought with him disappeared. And I'm like, I looked over and he's not around. It's like, what the hell? And so anyway, finally the young guy came back over and he's standing with us. We talked about everything. So, okay, great. So we got in the trucks and we drove back to town, and off they went back down to Winnipeg. See you later. And that afternoon, the young geo took the truck and he went off to do something. And he came back in and he says, "Hey, Jim, there's a box in the back of our truck, in the back seat of our truck." And that's what the young guy did when he disappeared while we were out there in the field. He took a box of swag they were trying to buy us, and he put it in the back of our pickup truck. And this is one of the coats that they gave us. So, there was coffee mugs in there. There was toques. There was all kinds of stuff. And I don't think we ended up hiring them, but they gave us a whole box full of gear. And,
Nice. Can't go wrong with that. Pretty warm jacket.
That was kind of shifty, but what the heck, So it's nice. It's a quilted. It's like a spring sort of jacket or a fall jacket you wear out there when you just need a little bit of protection from the wind. Works great down in the man cave.
Heck yeah. They with this storm that we were supposed to have here in Wisconsin, they were like, "Oh yeah, you guys are gonna have like 12 to 14 inches of snow." We saw maybe 6.
Yeah, we got more snow than they predicted, but there's supposed to be more coming. And but what we didn't get was the really, really high winds.
That's what we were battling today.
Yeah, we got the winds and like negative 18 degrees for no reason. And
Yeah.
oh,
It's a huge system. It's a huge system going right through this area. Because I'm just on the north side of the lake from you guys. I mean, we're both getting the same weather.
You're up by the corner of Lake Michigan, right?
I'm in Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
Thunder
Just
I don't know,
north-
but this wind
just
keeps
north of
kicking our
Duluth.
furnace out and just like the pilot. So it's like blow.
Oh, really?
What do you guys heat with up there? Do you heat with oil or gas?
Who, me? Forced air gas.
Forced air, gas?
Gas, yeah.
How expensive is gas?
I pay about $120 a month.
Well, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, you guys were locked up for a bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say $120. Joe, would be about average for the winter. The summer, it's a lot less, of course.
Yeah.
The only thing really running in the summer, our hot water heater's gas fired.
Are you guys Clayton? Are you heat with gas or oil?
It's gas.
Gas.
I don't know why with the way the tubes go, the return in the return tube, and then the one that comes in, for some reason it kicks our pilot light out all the time. So we gotta turn the furnace off,
And restart everything.
Re-switch everything and relight it.
Put a shroud on the outside of your house by the intake.
By the intake side.
Yeah.
That actually wouldn't be that bad of an idea to do.
Yeah.
Because ours is just straight like PVC pipe right outside.
Yeah, just put a shroud. Don't choke it, but just put a shroud that's enough to block that gust of wind.
Almost like a dryer shroud.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Even just a piece of tin that you form. Yeah.
We'll do that tomorrow. Actually.
Yeah, like the top of a birdhouse or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets really annoying. You don't realize that it's off when you're sleeping, but it's constantly blowing cold air. You wake up and it's freezing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like because us, we leave I leave the fan running full time because it actually the electricity it costs you to run that fan full time costs less than the gas it requires to heat up the stagnant air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we're constantly circulating And the only issue I have with this one is it's not a high efficiency furnace; it's a medium efficiency one. It's a bit old, and every once in a while that probe, the flame probe that goes in there, it carbons up enough that it won't light, and like it'll try to light, and it won't. And twice now I've had guys come over twice in 2 years. I've had furnace technicians come over. It's cost me $100.
That's the
And
thermal
all they do
coupling.
is they pull the thing out, they hit it with a bit of emery cloth, and they stick it back in, and they screw it back in again. And it cost me $100. And the last guy who did it, he says, "Come here, sir. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to save you a lot of money." And he says, "Just make sure you turn the big switch off,
Right.
and then undo this, pull this out, give it a little scrub, put it back in."
Yeah, that's a thermal coupling.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and that's the we couldn't figure it out at first. It's like I hear the furnace fires, and then it shuts right off.
Yeah.
And the temperature in the house was going down, 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 down. And thank God it was like spring, so it wasn't particularly cold, but it was cool enough. And as soon as I learned how to do that, that's great. I haven't had a problem since. So.
Now I lived in Illinois. We had propane. Propane ran the heat, the water, and the stove. That was a nightmare. We were on good months. We were paying like $600 a month to fill half of the tank, just half of it.
You got one of those big bombs outside.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing going on with me. That's why I asked, because I have oil heat here.
Okay.
And the price of oil per gallon is forget about it. It's doubled in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, there was a shortage the one year I was there, and it was a shortage, so it was like triple the price.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford to heat any of that. We were cooking out on the grill. We were like living like heating stuff up on the water on the grill, and come on kids, it's time to bathe in the tub. Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford that. That was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. It's getting the cost of living today is getting ridiculous. All around, every aspect of it.
We got a big family too. We got 6 kids and one grandbaby now, and then one on the way. So we got a big family.
Yeah, the problem with the oil-fired furnace too is that you is your oil tank outside or inside, or is it
inside? Okay,
so that's easier to deal with then.
Yeah.
The outside ones, especially if they're subterranean, buried, you get into a real nightmare. But there's in your neighborhood, there's no gas lines. Like in Canada, years ago, the government went haywire with digging natural gas lines and supplying gas to all these good sized towns. I mean, I've lived in small towns where I had oil fired and wood fired houses, but here we produce enough gas in Canada that everybody could burn gas if they wanted.
Yeah, well, they didn't figure when they were running the pipes. They only ran the pipes halfway down the block. It doesn't come all the way down to where my house is.
Okay.
And same thing with the sewer system too. I have a septic.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if you get enough residents together in your section of the block and you go to the township and you say, look, we want to be converted to gas. If everybody's on board with that, because it's going to cost you for the furnace and everything.
It's going to cost everybody, yeah.
But if they see the revenue stream in the long run from supplying you with gas, they'll change you all over to gas, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than oil.
Gold Eagle, you had a pretty toasty last night down by you last night. What was it, like 81? You said?
Yeah, I had it up to, actually. I looked again; it was 82. Yeah, that wood burner, it actually heats a lot.
Oh
And
yeah, I love wood. I love wood fired.
I can even put a blower on it where it'll circulate the air around it.
Wood heat is so like embracing, like it's a nice heat.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
different. It's a different.
Yeah, it's a
type-
different
it's a
kind of
different
heat.
type of heat.
That's it. Electric heat is just like just dry and
Yeah.
gas heat's just like, okay, it's warm or it's cold, but wood fired heat is like, wow, it feels
Warms the
good.
soul.
Yeah.
It does. It does.
I remember I'd come down here on a Sunday before I got involved in YouTube and everything like that. But I'd come down here. I was into watching football all the time. 11 o'clock, I'd start the fire. By 1 o'clock, the football games would be coming on. By 2 o'clock, I'd be out.
Mhm.
Laying on the couch, watching, I fall right asleep. It's like 80 degrees down here, and you just fall right out.
You leave the upstairs door open, and that heat just all goes upstairs and warms up the rest of the house.
Yeah, it actually warms the floors above it's the bedrooms are right above us now.
Yeah, I had my house I owned down in Mississauga, which is the city adjoining Toronto, just to the west. Had a wood stove in the basement in the rec room, and I'd get that fired up, and directly above the rec room was the kitchen upstairs. And I had stone tiles on the floor, and you could walk around in your bare feet up there, and your feet are nice and toasty warm because it would just warm right through the floor.
It's almost like that radiant heat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, I burned a lot of wood up there. Save money on gas. My uncle supplies hardwood, firewood, so I would just drive up to his place, grab a truck full, and head back down. I'd help him for a weekend or something like that, drag logs out of the bush, and he'd pay me with a truckload of wood.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
So Jen and I were kind of talking about it too. I know with our event that we have coming up on May 27th and May 28th, we're going to be doing like a magnet fishing, like cleanup event, metal detecting event, and potentially prospecting as well. It's going to be May 27th and May 28th here in Wisconsin. I don't know if any of you guys are going to be able to make it or not, but if anybody is interested in it, you can reach out to Jericho. You can reach out to myself. You can reach out to Iron Antler. You can reach out to Badger Exploration, and they can help you with any information on, what you guys want to do. Like Gold Eagle, Rock Butcher as well too. You guys are more than welcome to come up. If you guys want to come up, and we can put you up here. We had a lot of people here last year at our house.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We had like 10.
We had 10 people camped out.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys are all more than welcome to come up.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm bidding on a contract right now, which is going to start real soon, and if I get it, and I think I will, it's a 2-week on, 2-week off thing. So if that falls into that 2-week off period, I'd be more than happy to come down for sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
We'll have a few extra magnets too as well.
Yeah.
And
I
if
need
not-
to borrow one.
And if not, man, you're more than welcome to use mine. You can use Jen's. Like I said, it's not a big deal. Last year, I only threw my magnet 3 times during that whole entire event that we did.
Yeah, Badger had mine the whole time.
Yeah.
And now it's part of Team Kratos.
I don't mind if you just need a guy to move tables around and stuff like that, get stuff prepared. I could do that too.
Wheezing Giza, good to see you, man.
I'm real sick for 3 days. Finally ate something today, so I'm coming around. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah, Winston Geezer, you've been down, man.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, you've had that flu stuff. Yeah, that kicked the shit out of me. That stuff.
Man.
It's been going around, man.
Get a little
I had it
grub in
twice.
there. You need the energy.
Yeah.
She got it twice back to back,
Yep,
and
and
then
then-
got bronchitis
yep.
on top of it.
Twice back to back, and the grand finale was bronchitis.
Oh man.
Yeah, it went through our whole family. My started with the youngest, and even now, my wife's still getting over hers. But
Jeez.
we were all pretty sick there for a while.
I came home with it. I started getting sick, and then my wife got it from me, and then I started getting better. And after 2 weeks, and then she started getting better, and I had to go visit my my grandkids because one of their birthdays, and she told me, "You're gonna go to a kid's birthday party. If you come home here and you get me sick again, I'm gonna kill you. That's it. It's done. So I had to be
See-
extra vigilant about playing with the kids.
Joe, do you see what 406 Minor says is the best solution to the flu?
What's
Gross noodle soup.
Grouse.
Grouse.
grouse? When I was up there,
Lots of coriander in there.
that's all they were talking about. I went to see 406 up there in Montana. We went prospecting, and all they were talking about is grouse. We eat grouse all over the place. They taste like chicken. If we get one, we're gonna cook them on the grill. So there's a poor little grouse standing there in the middle of the road, and this nut guy that I'm out there camping in the Montana mountains with is standing there ready to skull this thing with a rock, and he was going to eat it. I didn't want. I'm from the city. If it doesn't come wrapped in plastic on one of them little styrofoam I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to sit there and pluck some grouse.
It's easy to ignore what it looked like before it got into that little styrofoam wrapper. Yeah.
Definitely is.
Bad idea, Lab. You're more than welcome to swing by anytime you want. Just give us a little bit of heads up, and we can make sure we got some stuff we can do. We got extra kayaks. We got metal detector. We got magnets. We got extra magnets. We got plenty of spots that are awesome for magnet fishing. Anything from Civil War relics to probably your gun, horseshoes, old relics, whatever you could possibly think of. We got spots that have been absolutely, I don't even know how to explain them.
I can't wait to go play with my magnet.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. It's once you get that in your hand, you know how you guys get gold fever? Well, you guys are gonna get magnet fever. I'm telling you. It's a lot of fun. Just make sure always though to keep your hands away from other metal objects. Last year,
Christmas Eve,
Christmas
because
Eve.
it never stops on Christmas Eve.
Break
broke
your
these.
fingers.
Yep, this one got crushed, and this one got shattered. Between what was it, a 36 and a 1,800 pound magnet?
36 and 24.
36 and 2,400 pound magnets. Bam!
Because
Damn.
he thought it would be a good time. Let's put this one in my pocket and let me hold this one while opening the door. And you can drive yourself to the emergency room because we're doing Christmas Eve with the grandbaby. I don't know why you thought that was a good idea. Sorry.
I'm
Not
yelling at
sorry.
Jen, I'm like, help me. You're like, she says it common collective. She goes, what do you want me to do about it? Well, pull the magnets off my fingers, please. Or something.
Like literally the hole is like this big. Do you really think that I'm going to be able to get my fat little sausage in there to try to rip that? How am I supposed to?
How
Literally,
are you supposed to pull those magnets apart?
There
Yeah.
was nowhere for me to pull it apart. Like, what did you want me to do, sir? Get a screwdriver? There's no time with you screaming bloody murder at me to get a screwdriver or anything to shove in there and rip it apart.
That was
Do you want me to slide it?
Easiest thing to
Slide
do
it off
would
the
be grab him by the wrist, put it on the table, get your kitchen knife, and just cut off the two fingers that are involved. And just leave them right between the. There you go. Okay, come on, let's go to the hospital now. We'll get you. We'll call you Stumpy.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Yeah.
And then the Christmas before that, we had the bomb squad at our house. It's always Christmas Eve.
Yeah, no.
What's going to happen tomorrow? You better stay home and do nothing. Stay home
I
and do
hope
nothing.
nothing. Yeah, we're gonna sit at home.
Yep.
Well, my mom's coming. She hasn't been for some years,
Oh,
so
boy.
hopefully nothing.
Fight me, Jen.
Hopefully nothing.
Wah, 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 wah.
All right, let's see. 8:30. We got a little bit of time left.
Too funny.
Still a lot of people in there. We're holding strong on the chat, I see.
Well,
14
those
people.
were awesome giveaways you guys did. That was fantastic.
Well, yeah, I Christmas time. It's I've had a lot of fun this past year. I met a lot of good people, and I enjoy that. I have a little to give away. I give it away. So
Mhm.
I'm happy for that. Especially it ended up now. This is the second time that happened on my show. The first time there was Holly Babe came in and
Yeah, I remember that.
somebody won of the paydirt, one of us prospectors, and they passed it forward to her because she was asking all good questions about. She was very interested, and I think eventually she ended up giving that bag to. She's going to buy some pans and put it under the tree for her husband. And now this is the second time that it was paid forward to somebody who's never panned before
Yeah.
on my show, and I appreciate that. I think that's great. I'm more than happy that happened. You know,
I'm
thank you
definitely
very much to Ashikora Mining, Jim. He's a good friend of mine. When he first came around, I've spoken to him a lot. He's got a nice channel, so subscribe to him. Give him there's a shout out for you there,
for sure.
Ashikora Mining. He's gonna have a lot of good content on his channel because he's got a lot of equipment, and I'm curious to watch him use it.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, we'll definitely be checking that out. And again, too, you know, I appreciate that too. Seeing other people pay it forward is a cool thing. And I know she's been talking about it ever since Jericho, when we were talking about the black sand that we were finding with our magnets. Because we're pulling up.
Yeah, it always
Jen's-
is on our magnets.
Jen's magnet's probably about that big, and it comes up looking like a giant ball of just black sand. And it's only
Yeah, I
in one
didn't know
little
what
section.
it. Yeah, I didn't know that it was black sand or what. I didn't know what it was, but I was like, oh, like why? And I'm just like steady trying to wipe it off, and it's still sticking. And I'm like, get off of here. Can I get something other than this crap on my magnet?
Mm-hmm.
Wallace from Wallace Family Adventures is in
Nice.
here. He's another one of the magnetfishers that stayed with us last year for the event.
Yeah, I saw that. You guys, yeah.
That's exactly
that.
what it is right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we find that by
that's
Maybe-
all black sand.
The coolest part about that experiment is, and I got into this big discussion with Jericho about this a couple of days back, and he doesn't grasp it because he doesn't get the physics. But when you do that, Joe, and you pull it up, and all of those grains are spiking off of that, what you're actually seeing is the lines of the vector lines of the flow of the magnetic field around that magnet.
Right.
And that's why they're splayed out like this. Like that's how a magnet works. And so it comes out of the north pole, and it comes out in a big circle around what you've got there.
Yeah.
Okay. And it goes back into the north pole of the magnet, which, interestingly, a curious but useless fact, if you're into trivia, the magnetic north pole, up here in Canada, is actually the south pole, because the vector direction is down at about 45 degrees here, because that's the way that the vector of the magnetic flow.
I was going to put some of that stuff into that bag.
Yeah, lines of forces.
I didn't. I figured I don't know who's gonna win it, and if somebody who wins it doesn't have a magnet, then I don't want, because it's there's probably a little bit in there, you know, that residual from the dirt, but not. I didn't put no teaspoons in there. I've done that to people though.
Oh, jeez. That spot, though, that we've been talking about, we could literally fill up 5, 6, 7 5-gallon pails full of black sand.
Mhm.
With
Yeah,
how much it's just like a bed. So when you're looking at our river, it goes like this, and then it bends, and then there's a bridge, and right along the shoreline, there's that whole bed of black sand right there.
Yeah,
And it's just one after another magnet full of black sand.
Yeah,
And that's where
on a bend, because you've got a decrease in current flow, so the denser minerals will drop out because they can no longer be carried by the water,
on the inside of a bend.
which is precisely what us prospectors look for.
nice.
The inside of the bend of the river.
Yeah, it's all about energy transfer. How
that's
much
what-
energy does that water have
Yeah.
to transport something at that?
The thing too we've found out too about the inside bend of rivers is always where
All the stuff gets caught and
Yep.
stays.
a lot of like the whether it's a gun or the explosives that we found or old tools or just scrap metal that we find always ends up in that bend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually real deep there too.
Yeah, it could be because the metal stuff that you're dealing with is a hell of a lot heavier. Because there's a difference between density and weight.
Right.
So the heaviest stuff is gonna, if the water can move it, it'll behave similar to the density material. So that may be why it's there. But it could also explain, like if you got a motorcycle engine in the center of the highest flow point of the river, it's not going to move unless the river's strong.
So I'm just actually real quickly taking notes. I see Sakura.
Asakura.
Study your water dynamics.
Yeah.
So I'm just writing some different notes down because I have notes already about watching you guys pan that one night on the live. So just kind of keeping up with more notes, and
it's about rate of flow, okay, the strength of the flow, the power of the flow, and how that changes across the river. And on top of that, you have is the flow laminar or is it turbulent? Because laminar flow is the strongest flow, and that will move stuff. That's where all the water's, it's laminar, like laminate, imagine, plywood or whatever. And laminar flow is this, so you got the maximum force of the water going. But as soon as you get into a turbulent section where you've got big rocks or something like that, and the water breaks up and it starts to roll, which is exactly what we do in our sluice boxes. These things create turbulent flow. Okay, so the water flows down and it bumps up and it starts moving around. Turbulent flow loses the force required to push the heavies along, or the dense material along. And so that's those are the things you got to watch for.
now would we be
Now,
able to
wait. Once you get through that and you locate where the gold is, when you take it out from that spot and go to a smaller way of recovering it, that's a whole different story.
Precisely.
Like when you get your pay dirt, when you have to pan it down to the bottom, you have to understand also how to use the water, what inside that pay dirt is going to be where at what time.
And you're
Gold
using
is gonna go to the bottom.
in a pan, you're using laminar flow. So now all of a sudden you have to watch for your flow velocity. Yes.
Once you're shaking it up like that, and what they call stratifying and putting all of that, you have to have the proper amount of water that you can have all of that dirt in suspension in the water. When it's in suspension in the water, the gold is going to fall to the bottom. That's how you know where you're controlling the gold. You're going to control the positioning of the gold. And then as you wash it out, all that lighter stuff, you'll end up getting a technique where you'll see the lighter stuff going off, and you're controlling the where the gold is sitting in the pan. You have an edge down here that's 3/16 deep, and that's the corner that you're going to put the gold in, and that's where you want to keep it until the end.
Okay. I was just reading what Wiesen Geezer said. He said on dry land, on the inside bend, look for where the small rocks meet the large rocks in a string of large rocks. The large rocks is where your gold is. And at that spot, we've been over that spot with kayaks, and you can see the different way it forms. Like everything's there.
Mm-hmm. I'll go one step farther, Wiesen Geezer, because I've done a lot of placer mining. If you're talking about mining on dry land, and you get up onto the terraces where the rivers flowed before, look for the tallest tree and mine underneath the tallest tree. Because why? The tallest tree has the deepest roots, and that's where the biggest dip in the bedrock is. And knock that tree down, and get in underneath it, and that's where you find your best gold.
Wow.
Or diamonds. We did that in Africa all the time. Look at the size of that tree. And it's right there on the panel. You see the panel? We got the mining panel already laid out because we drilled it off and we've test pitted it and everything. And we're going to go here. And it's like, okay, see that tree right there? Knock that over, get this started, and strip down to the gravel. And that's going to be our honey hole. And so at the end of the month, as we're, developing along and mining along, if we're not meeting production schedules for the amount of carats per month or whatever, then it's like, okay, let's get in there and we'll pull out a 40 trucks out of there, and that'll make the deal.
That's awesome, though. Roots are good catchers, and so there's actual moss on the sides of the river. It's what the original miners used. Get some sand and some lead, sink it in the pan, and see if you keep the lead in the bottom. Nice. By the way, everybody, this is our granny right here. This is our grandbaby.
Can you say hi to everybody? Say hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Go.
Can you wave hi?
Say hi. Wave hi.
Wave hi.
Wave.
Hello. Hi. Hi.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've heard that before. If you get like
Can we go on Granny's room?
BBs or something like that, lead BBs, and you mix them in with dirt and you mix them in with rocks and stuff like that, and you get yourself a big pan, and you can practice with the lead BBs or lead shot to pan for gold, because that'll be the more than likely the heaviest thing in the pan, just like the gold is.
Yeah, that's a good way to practice. If you don't have a gold nugget, I used to when I was teaching my friends how to pan out when we were out camping and stuff like that. I'd bring some of the gold nuggets I got up in the Yukon, and I would just drop one of them in the pan and say, okay, their very first pan ever. I'd say, go ahead, pan it. And every single time they'd recover that nugget.
Wow.
Never lost.
Give me 1 second, guys. I think
mind you, that was a 1 gram nugget. So it's gonna stick there. But
yeah. I've never panned big nuggets. I've always I made it a point on one of my videos not to pick them out of the pickers and let me find them in the panning.
Mhm.
But sometimes it's too much of I can't help myself. I got to pick them out of it.
you gotta pick the big ones.
You see them, you got to go get them.
Yeah, exactly. What do you got to do? Find them twice?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
I found it once, and now I'm gonna. Watch.
Well, that's my fear. If I find it once, am I going to find it that second time?
If it's that big, I
But
guarantee you.
yeah, but I may as well get it while I can.
Oh my gosh, my knees are so sore from yesterday. Still, holy moly!
Let's see what we got left going on in here.
got about 13 people left in
Something I
here.
wanted to. Reg mentioned something. I was gonna. Where is he? He mentioned physics with Rock Butcher, but
That's true. When you pan for gold, everybody pans different. I've learned through a number of different people and gathered information from each and every one of them, and come up with my own way of doing it. So
that's the total truth, Joe. Everybody's got their own way of doing it. The only thing, like I tell people, hey, when you start, as long as you stratify it correctly, like you got your pan flat and you've got it actually liquefaction happening in the pan, that gold is on the bottom of that pan. No question about it. And you can be as brutal as you want in your first washing, sort of thing. Like me, if I've got an absolutely full pan, I shake it, liquefy it, make sure that it's all, I get my fingers in while I'm shaking it with one hand and make sure that, stuff's broken up or whatever. And then I'll wash it 1, 2, 3, with the water washing in, out, bring it back, stratify it again. And then 1, 2, 3, stratify it again, 1, 2, 3, until I get down to the nitty gritty, and that's when you got to slow down, right? So you're not losing stuff off the back. You know what I mean? The back of the wedge, where the heavies are showing out of the back of the wedge, and just like everybody's got their own method. You just got to try it while you're doing it.
Give me 1 second. I gotta help the grandbaby upstairs real quick.
No problem. No problem.
Roger.
Yeah, and there's different. There's also different techniques you got to use for different types of dirt. Let's see if we can't get Jim up here.
Yeah, it's just exactly Wiesengeezer. You could do it 4 times. I do it 3 times. That's just my way of doing it. If I'm using a classical gold pen, if I'm using a batea, like a real batea made out of wood, I put it down in the water and I just keep turning it in circles until there's nothing but gold left in the bottom of it. Hi, Jim. There's Stacy.
I just had to make sure I got my camera where I can rotate. I did my drawing earlier, so I had to change my camera around on the phone. Hey guys. So yeah, just let me point out one other thing, which Joe had my quote up there. So not only are you going to get bit by this gold bug, some people say there's no such thing, but we all know better.
Yeah.
You're also going to get bit with the information bug. If you're listening to a lot of what Jim is saying, the information hunt, the information across the board from what they're just talking about, from stratifying your pan to get all your heavies to sink down, to, get all that spanned out, and then go into learning how to do it with sluice boxes, dredges, different size boxes, and whether you go to dry washers or whatever else, much less the geology, the geochemistry, the fluvial nature of water and the water dynamics and the helical flows within turbulent flows or laminar flows. It don't matter. All that starts to grab you, and then you start if you're not already an intellectual, you become an even better intellectual, and that information bug gets you. And boy, you're going to be buying all kinds of books, all kinds of maps. If you were never into cartography and topography, you're going to be all into that. I mean, the information side of this is immense, and it's half of what the miner and prospector have to do in order to be successful. So you'll find that information part is going to just start exploding, popping left and right just as much as you want to go and that next bend in the river or that next spot down the canyon. The information side, the information bug going to get you as well.
That's the thing too, is with our channel, we started out magnet fishing, and now this year we started adding 2 years ago, we started doing like canal walking, urban exploration, mudlarking. And we learned what to look for on the embankments with erosion and stuff like that to find bottles. And then with metal detecting now, learning about older properties, what to look for on older properties. So if there was a property here, look for big trees. It goes back to the big tree thing. People used to bury stuff around big trees. So
also, your plant life and your aquatic life, especially everything that has to do with certain alkalines, pay hard attention to that, and that's going to probably lead you to a good spot.
So we've been finding just recently, we found just old coins on old coins that were just by these trees, and it's people from listening to older people that have been doing metal detecting for years, or older people that have been doing prospecting for years, listening to that and taking that information in and going out and physically trying it. Where we've been succeeding with, whether it's magnet fishing, watching some of the biggest magnet fishers out there, talking with them, learning from them, and then doing it on our own. Now I think we have Wisconsin's most recovered guns, or everything else that we found. And it's just like, we found Civil War stuff. I have a motorcycle motor sitting next to me. I have an old sword that we found. Just different things like that. It's just a matter of taking that information in, taking notes down, and listening to you guys, which I appreciate all you guys' information. So it's awesome to be able to sit there and still further that learning process. So I appreciate that, you guys.
Oh man.
Hey, Rusty
Yeah.
Magnet, just for a quick, remember I was telling you the story about the other one that won on the channel. That's her, Holly Babe. She got it paid forward. That's the other one. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, we did it again tonight, Holly Babe.
Yep.
Yeah, that was no
And another
problem.
good,
Thanks
another
to
good
that man
place
right
to-
down there,
Yeah, we were
Jim.
just talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I know
you-
my wife's she's excited about it. She's
Well-
like, it's awesome. Like we've been talking about it. She got me some stuff for Christmas I wasn't supposed to know about, but
Yeah.
How come we
so
don't?
we're looking forward to it.
Talking about that, we my
Oh, did you go get another
my son-
present?
yeah. Did I told you about that last night? Okay, I forgot. Yeah, my son says, Dad, you better get Mom something for Christmas.
I'm trying to figure out why our names aren't up there.
Because he was helping wrap the present.
Oh, yeah, I don't see my name up there either. Yeah. What you do, Joe?
I don't know.
You broke it.
Yeah, he broke it. All our names are off now.
Yeah.
That's okay. I know what my name is, so it doesn't matter.
I don't
Merry
know if
Christmas.
you were-
Another good spot to go is like, well, we have the university library, and you can go and actually, they have books on old prospector journals. And you can go and read their old journals and
Really?
old mining
Mhm.
things too.
Let me write this down.
Yeah,
That's-
ours is the University of
I mean,
Montana Library.
If you
So-
can get into your
I-
geological survey, if you got a local geological survey, you go into there. I happen to be lucky. I'm not terribly far off from the Colorado School of Mines over here.
Oh, yeah.
Those-
We also have the Western Mining of the Western Museum of Mining and Industry that are being a club member of GPOC like we are. We get to utilize their facilities for free.
Mhm.
So wealths of information you can dig up, find some companies, you can probably find their drill logs and some
Yeah.
of their operation plans and things. So this stuff can get deep, man. This stuff can get real deep.
Yeah,
If you can find the older books in secondhand bookstores, garage sales, libraries that are just getting rid of these older books that date back to the early 1900s, late 1800s, of all these PhDs that were out in the field and doing their bulletins or papers, and they're these nice thick older books that nowadays only cost like $1.50 because they just want to get rid of them. Some of them might go up for $7. I got that on my importance of research materials. I think that's what I named it. Your books and things and all that. I've got this one real old one. It's on rocks and rock minerals.
Nice.
And I think it's like 1909. And boy, what a gem of information that is. Go read all. It's smaller print and it's more compressed together, so it's a little bit, so to say, harder of a read to manage because of that, because most people are used to much better spacing and a larger font. But if you go back into these old books and texts like this and read their write-ups of areas and their geologic survey across whatever area they were doing, man, you can't come away with better information than that.
And see, that's what I want is that the actual. Oh, excuse me. So the actual thing that Jen and I want to do is be able to find the actual hunt for this,
There
to
you
be
go.
able to do our own research, and to be able to, ask everybody in the community to say, hey, we're looking at this stuff. What do you guys think? Should we pursue it? Should we leave it, or continue to research more? And that's
Yeah.
the thing that we're looking for, is to be able to actually not only be able to like cite our research on our videos, upcoming videos, and then
I have, Jim. I've got that. I swear to God, I've got that book on my shelf somewhere. Right
Do
over
you?
there.
Second-
It's not a second edition. Mine's not a second edition. I guarantee it.
Yeah, first, huh?
I bought it in 1986, so it's not a second edition. But
I was
but
born
the
that
point
year.
I would say is that what Jim's saying is absolutely correct, and me as a professional geologist, like I joined this community because I thought, wow, maybe I have an opportunity here I can pass on a little bit of knowledge to guys. And this has turned into a fantastic opportunity. I've met so many wonderful people. But I get these questions all the time, like, where do I go and look? Where should I go? Because if you just say, okay, I'm going to jump in my truck and I'm going to drive out into the Arizona desert and I'm going to go look for gold, you're going to get pretty disappointed every time you do it, you know.
Yep.
And you could do it 100 times and you won't find gold, believe me. So the number one thing that I say is sit down and do a little bit of research and go to, like, up here in Canada, we've got what's called regional geologists. I don't know I guess down in the States, it would vary by state, but you can go in and those guys are paid by the government to help you. And like, you go in and say, hey, like I don't know much about prospecting, but I've been watching all these neat guys on YouTube.
Thank you.
And I want to do this. I'm interested in looking for gold. Where do you suggest I go? And those guys will tell you the straight up truth. And they'll say, well, what have you got, for equipment? What have you got for a truck? They're more worried about your safety than anything else. They don't give a damn whether you got.
So what would they be called to look up to talk to?
A regional geologist or a senior geologist or something like that.
These guys were professors of physical geology.
Yeah, no. You're talking about the author of the book. I'm talking about
you guys got like the BLM over there.
No, we don't have. You guys have got the Bureau of Land Management, but that's federal, right? BLM is federal. Whereas
federal,
here,
but I'm like BLM, Forest Service. Talk with them, and they'll point you in the right direction.
Okay.
Instead of trying to run around and find a geologist or whatever around, just ask them.
Some of them don't have.
Up here, they're it's provincially mandated, so every province has its own group. But I have never had a bad experience with any provincial geologist, it's bizarre because those guys make half of what I make in terms of salary, and yet they put in just as much effort as I do into making people happy. And I kind of shake my head. I don't understand it. Every once in a while, a job comes up and they're like, Jim, you should go apply for this. And I'm like, I'm not taking
I'm going to start doing some research tonight now on some of this stuff now. It's just like, you guys got me wanting to go explore.
The number one thing to do is your research because it doesn't cost you very much at all. And you can do it from home before you start planning hotels and camping trips and all that kind of shit. And
a trip to the public library.
Actually sit down and start reading about it. And like for newbies, it can kind of seem like it's like overwhelming and like, oh my God, there's so much information here. But the reality is that when you start nibbling at it in small bites, it's really not that difficult. And it's something that you can get into. You can slide into it quite easily. And the more you start digesting, the more it'll grab you and suck you in. So your desire for the knowledge will expand. And
you can find mine too.
I love taking people that have no idea what they're talking about and bringing them out and showing them stuff and saying, look at this, and this is why I think this is important.
So
and
reason Peter said you can do a lot of research here on YouTube or ask questions in search. Actually, when we went out with Jericho and Hercules,
you can, but I would do it off YouTube, and I would spend more time dealing with the government resources.
Yep.
Jericho and I did actually I should say Jericho and Jen did a ton of research on Al Capone's properties that were up by us, and we ended up finding a box that could be potentially some of the lost silver that
BLM land is public land.
Public land.
Is it okay?
So you can go on public land. But when you
Yep.
start digging coyote holes and things
Fill
like
your
that,
holes.
you better be permitted.
Yeah.
Fill your
You bet-
holes.
Definitely, if there's nothing else that can be stated, if you don't remember nothing else amongst all of our wonderful talk here, is if you go out there and you start digging, reclaim your holes, make the land safe, leave a small
Always.
footprint, because if you don't, that starts to cause problems. If they catch you, they want to start, taking your equipment from you, fine you, or it becomes a bigger problem for all of us who go out and do this, whether it's a hobby, whether it's the real thing,
Yeah.
and it becomes more of a thing. Things get more expensive, or they'll try to shut us down completely, just like they shut down dredging in California.
Right. And that's the thing too with metal detecting. Even Jen and I will go up, we'll dig our plug, we'll look at our plug, find whatever we found, and then we put everything back the way we found it. And the same with magnet fishing. We try to leave the area that we were just at. We may have turned the sidewalk on a bridge to completely nails or rust chunks or whatever stain. I take a little pressurized like insecticide sprayers. I fill it with water. That way, when we're done, I take a broom, sweep up all of our stuff. I have a roofing magnet, run the roofing magnet over it, and I'll spray it down with water, just because I want to leave it as clean, if not cleaner, than the way we found it.
Always cleaner than you found it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So-
My crews, they backpack out sample bags full of pop cans, candy wrappers, etc.
Pick up any
From the
trash. That's all I can say.
all the time, and none of it is there. Well, their lunch kit goes in there as well, but yeah, most of it is from hunters or
If we who are very mindful type of people that do these skill sets and these things, if we don't do it, I can guarantee you, the ones that are out there watching Gold Rush, Bering Sea Gold, all these other gold shows that have been on for the last 10 plus years, and they have these $ eyes, don't give a gosh darn. They're out there to go and try and make a quick buck off of flood gold, and it takes way too much flood gold to add up. So we call it fly poop for a reason. They will not care. They will leave the place decimated. They'll leave coyote holes. Our club's claims we get inspected before the season starts and when the season ends, and we always have to go and do some form of reclamation because technically should be a GPOC club member to be on our claims, but we can't police and stop everybody from coming in with a shovel and a bucket and then just go all of a sudden hog crazy and make a hole big enough to fit a Volkswagen in.
yeah.
And we got to go back and reclaim it or else we get fined. So if, us guys like us that go out there and do this, where if we don't do it, we don't take that reclamation in the hand, though it sucks to have to go follow behind somebody else. You can be darn sure
But
That's it.
they're not going to do it. And
If you own the ground, you are responsible for the sins of your predecessors that owned that ground.
yep.
Oh, the laws down here are getting so much, Jim, that you go and you cause any disturbance on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if it's grass covered or not. You cause any disturbance with even an inch,
Take
and
care of that, Holly, babe.
they start to raise a big stink because they're trying to shut out the miners. Whether you're recreational, they're trying to shut us out.
Yeah.
Joe I guess he was trying to get our attention. You had something to say, Joe?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying.
Harley,
I was
good
just
night
saying
to
bye to
Harley.
Holly, babe. She's
Harley
taking
babe
off.
was
Oh,
getting
okay.
off the-
But yeah, so I mean, there's a strong seriousness to what we do with our hobbies. Like you said,
Yeah.
exactly. You go and you got a permission, and you don't put that ground back. That owner's going to say, "Hey, you can't come on here no more."
Exactly. And we have permissions lined up for next year that are just absolutely unbelievable. Some of the oldest houses in our town, it's as simple as going up to the house and just knocking on and saying, hey, basically what I'll do is I'll go up there, I'll say, hey, I'm a modern day treasure hunter, and I'd love to be able to explore your property. The thing is my wife and I will do is we'll leave it exactly the way we found it.
It's that easy. It's
Yeah.
that easy.
Yeah.
And how many people just say, "Screw it, man! I'm going to go jump that fence," because
Right.
those are the different type of thrill seekers that cause problems for the rest of us.
And
And
it
it's-
only takes one person to screw it up for the rest of us.
Bingo. Yep. And the thing is too, like we went to houses, just to random houses. Like some lady, it was like probably maybe 7 o'clock at night, so it started getting darker here. I went up to her house. I knocked on her door. I said, "Good evening." I said, "My name is Clayton, and this is my wife Jen." I said, "We were wondering if we can come back sometime on a weekend and possibly explore your property. I understand that your property is an extremely old property, and we would like to be able to metal detect it. We will leave your property the way we found it." And the lady's like, "Oh my gosh!" She's like, "I've wanted to know what's underneath our property forever." She said, "Would you mind if I walked around with you and you, Jen, while you guys did it?" Of course,
Here, have a metal detector. You can do it with us.
exactly,
You know,
exactly.
Yep,
So
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just
All right,
looking forward to
listen,
learning.
guys, we're 2 hours and 10 minutes in already. I know a few people left to go over and see other shows, so I'm going to
Isn't-
see if you can bring it to
Veteran
the
on?
back room if you want to continue the conversation and let everybody in chat do what they have to do. All right.
I think Veteran has a show at 8:30.
who?
Who?
New Veteran. I think
Oh.
he's got a show coming on here in a short, about less than an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby says he did, but he's back. Yeah.
Well, we've been here for 2 hours, and we'll figure we'll let some other channels have their say on a Friday night.
Yep.
So if you want to hang out in the back room, that's no problem. And with that, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody in the
guys.
chat. Thank
Good
you
night,
for
all.
being here. I appreciate it. If you can, please bang that like button on the way out, or if you didn't on the way in, whichever. And I'd like to wish you all out there in YouTube land a very happy holiday and prosperous new year from all of us on the panel. I'm sure everybody wishes that for everybody.
Happy
So,
New Year, Merry Christmas.
with that, have a happy new year and a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you all real soon. Take care and enjoy.
Merry Christmas, all. Do good things. Be good people.
Fill your